Once you can do step 2 consistently, learning to add a third juggling ball is as easy as can be. All you need to do is to repeat step 2 over and over again. Now, just before we get to adding the third ball, there's one last thing you should work on. You become very good at starting step 2 by throwing a ball from your offhand. But you also need to be able to start step 2 starting with your good hand. So, give it a shot. Starting by throwing from your good hand. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. I bet you found that to be a little harder than when you started with your offhand. With lots of juggling moves, people find that it's easier to do something from one hand than the other. But here's something important to keep in mind. If you can learn to do something from your right hand, then you can learn to do it from your left hand. I find that whichever hand you learn with first usually feels easier. That's why I like to teach people to start with their offhand first. After all, now that you can do step 2 using your worse hand first, learning to do it with your good hand should be no problem at all. Still, it feels funny doing it the opposite way of what you've been doing till now. Before you can add the third ball, you should be able to start with the 2-ball step from either hand. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. After you've tried it a few times starting with your good hand, then choose one ball and always start with that same color. I'll use the yellow one. By always starting with the same color, you'll end up alternating which hand you start with. That way you practice starting with your good hand just as much as you practice starting with your offhand. So, I'll start with the yellow, which is in my right hand. Throw, throw, catch, catch. And again, I'll start with the yellow ball, but this time it's in my left hand. Throw, throw, catch, catch. And from the right, throw, throw, catch, catch. And from the left, throw, throw, catch, catch. Remember that you still need to pause between each attempt. Throw, throw, catch, catch, pause. Throw, throw, catch, catch, pause. Once you can do this step fairly consistently, we'll add the third ball. If you still drop here and there, that's okay, but you do want to be able to do 6 or 7 of these in a row without dropping. One final thing. Learning to juggle takes lots of practice, but it should always be fun. Once you find yourself getting frustrated, you won't learn much. So, take a break before you get frustrated. I know lots of people who have come to the point where you are right now who say to themselves, "Oh, I just don't think I can get this." If that's the case, walk away from the juggling balls for a while. Come back to it in a few hours, or even wait till morning before you try again. I know that when I'm working on a new trick, particularly if it's one that's challenging me, I find that if I come back to it in the morning, the trick suddenly feels a lot easier. That's the way our bodies work. Our brains tend to process new skills that we've learned while we're sleeping. So, if you haven't taken a break yet, maybe now's the time. Just promise yourself that you will come back to this a little later on. I'll see you then.